The year was 1947. The world was still reeling from the horrors of World War II, but a new, colder war was brewing. Behind the Iron Curtain, in the depths of Soviet Russia, a terrifying experiment was taking place. It would later be known as the Russian sleep experiment, whispered among academics and horror enthusiasts alike. A tale so gruesome, so morally depraved, that it blurred the lines between reality and nightmare. Some say it was just a morbid urban legend, a campfire story meant to chill those who dared to listen. But others, those who claim to have seen the classified documents, whisper of unspeakable horrors. They tell of tortured souls, driven to the brink of madness, their humanity extinguished by a relentless enemy: sleep deprivation. The experiment, shrouded in secrecy, was allegedly conducted in a covert Soviet test facility. The Soviets, obsessed with pushing the boundaries of human endurance, sought a way to create soldiers who never slept. Soldiers who could fight tirelessly without succumbing to the need for rest. They rounded up 5 political prisoners, deemed expendable by the state, and promised them freedom in exchange for their participation. The men, desperate for a chance at freedom, agreed to be the subjects of this horrific experiment. They were led to a sealed chamber, a concrete cell furnished only with cots, a toilet, and a thick, airtight door. The air inside was thick with the stench of fear and uncertainty. Little did these men know they were about to enter a living hell, a waking nightmare that would forever stain the walls of that Soviet facility. The chamber, designed for long-term observation, was equipped with microphones and small, thick glass portholes. For the first few days, the experiment seemed almost humane. The prisoners talked, they joked, they clung to the hope of freedom. They paced the narrow confines of their cell, their every move, every whispered conversation, recorded and analysed by the watchful eyes of the researchers outside. But as days turned into sleepless nights, the effects of sleep deprivation began to take hold. The men grew irritable, their conversations devolved into paranoid ramblings. The researchers, peering through the portholes, watched as the prisoners' mental states deteriorated, their minds slowly unraveling under the relentless pressure of forced wakefulness. Section 4. Descent into madness. By the 5th day, the prisoners' whispers turned to screams. They thrashed against their restraints, their sanity fracturing like thin ice. The researchers, armed with notebooks and clipboards, meticulously documented every twitch, every hallucination, every descent into madness. The chamber, once a place of sterile observation, had become a theatre of unimaginable horror. Days turned into weeks, and the prisoners' humanity continued to erode. They tore at their flesh, their fingernails ripped and bloodied, desperate to escape the waking nightmare. The stench of fear, sweat and madness permeated the chamber, a testament to the horrors unfolding within. The researchers, once driven by scientific curiosity, watched in horrified fascination as the men they had condemned descended into a state of primal terror. Section 5. Echoes of screams and silence. On the 15th day, an eerie silence fell over the chamber. The researchers watched the monitors, their faces illuminated by flickering lights. The prisoners, ravaged by sleep deprivation, had fallen into a catatonic state. The researchers, fearing the worst, decided to enter the chamber. They donned hazmat suits, their faces grim. As they opened the heavy steel door, the stench hit them first. Section 6. The unanswered question. What happened next remains shrouded in mystery. Some whisper of a cover-up, the results too horrific for the world to know. The Russian sleep experiment stands as a chilling reminder of unchecked scientific ambition. To this day, the details remain classified, hidden in forgotten Soviet archives. Some mysteries and horror still lingers out there, and I will unveil every one of them.
Subscribe for more if you dare.